Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. My name is Captain and today I will be your guide. So I'll begin by showing you what classes we used, the gear we had, as well as what mods keep you alive. I will then take you through each encounter showing you where the safe spots are as well as the most effective strategies. There are timestamps in the description below. So to begin with, we had a Warlock with Well to keep us alive and deal extra damage. We had a Titan running Sentinel Shield which allowed us to shoot adds in the open without taking any damage. Finally, we had a Invis Hunter to help with revives and finishes. So for the Warlock, I ran a bow for overloads and sniping at enemies. I ran an AR to deal with barriers, which was also arc, as there are arc shields throughout this whole Nightfall. Only one person really needs to run arc, maybe two max. Finally, I ran 1k to deal extra damage against the boss. However, all of you can run a Gallhorn, especially if you have a catalyst for it. Otherwise, fusion/linear rifles with particle deconstruction works too. Our Titan ran a bow for overloads and for sniping. For secondary, he ran his Vex. This helped to clear out groups of adds and deal with solar shields. If you don't have Vex, then it is fine. An AR with solar or a bow with solar damage will suffice. Finally, he ran Reed's Regret for DPS against the boss. Our Hunter ran a Scathelocke for the barrier champions. He also had the Monarch for overloads and dealing with void shields in the boss room. I suggest you have at least one person with void to speed up the encounter in the boss room. Finally, he too ran Reed's Regret for DPS. If you choose to run fusions over Gallhorns, then any linear or fusion will do, whether that is Reed's Regret, Thread Needle, Sleeper or 1k. Moving on to armor, the Warlock ran the Stag Helmet which grants you reduced damage inside a rift and gives you rift energy when critically wounded. You will constantly be taking damage, so with a Stag Helmet you will have unlimited rifts back to back. For Titan, Ursa Gauntlets work very well with a Sentinel Shield or Saint 14's Helmet if you choose to run Bubble instead. It isn't necessary, so we had the Inmost Light Chest Armor which helped with ability regen. For the Hunter, you can use Omnioculus Chest Armor for pretty much unlimited invisibility grenades, however you won't need that many. Instead, we ran Aeon Swift. Combined with Invis, it allowed our Hunter to get close and do finishes on the champions. This in turn helped to generate us heavy ammo. Personally, the heavy ammo came in more useful than the constant Invis grenades. Moving on to mods. If you choose to run linears/fusions over the Gallhorns, then make sure to have particle deconstruction on. For your leg armor, have scavenger mods to find more ammo. For chest armor, any mods will help reduce incoming damage. Concussive dampener will help reduce explosive damage, especially from the boss. Arc resist works great as most of the damage in this Nightfall is arc damage, especially the drag grenades. Another great mod will be a sniper resist mod, especially in the laser and walker rooms. The mod prevents you from being one-shot by all snipers that are at a distance. It will definitely save you from having unnecessary deaths. For gauntlets, run anti-barrier and overload mods. Finally, for the helmet, make sure to have ammo finding mods on. So this is the loadout that we ran. However, if you don't have the exact loadout, then it is fine. This is one of the easiest Grandmasters to farm. Use our loadout as a template to establish your own loadouts, or if you want, copy it exactly as it is. Overall, take your time and don't overextend. As soon as you spawn in, make your way left. Either turn invisible or jump past the hive enemies. Follow the left wall and around halfway through, equip your Sparrow and drive the rest of the way. This is so much easier than going down the middle, as you won't be driving through the crossfire between the hive and the fallen. By going down the middle, there's a good chance you will crash into objects or into each other, which will only cause unnecessary deaths. Once you make your way through, you can either kill the one overload here at the back or continue forward. In the first room, there will be a barrier and some small adds. Take the adds out, then the barrier. Keep to the back as the limited space prevents you from jumping and makes you an easy target. Moving forward, there will be a witch to your right and an overload. Take the witch out, followed by the overload. Make sure to work as a team when dealing with each champion. Once defeated, be careful of the thralls that spawn on your left. In this encounter, there will be a barrier in front of you. Take him out first to get him out of the way. Sometimes there might be an overload captain at the back too. Stay in the middle of a room on top of the platforms and snipe at the rest of the enemies. Be careful as there are snipers at the back, so deal with them first. Once completed, you have two options. Either go right to where the hive spawn and use the train for cover to eliminate all the enemies. Or jump up top to where the snipers were and use this side of the room to complete the encounter. Whichever side you choose, both work well. If you chose the back of a room, at the beginning there will be two dregs spawning on your right side. Where they spawn, dregs and invisibles can jump up onto your platform. Just pay attention to it so that they don't sneak up on you. Use the left side of the platform for cover. Combine your well, your tether and sentinel shield here to get rid of all the ads in this room. As soon as one is finished, pop the next super so that you are constantly generating orbs of power. From this platform there will be snipers at the back of the room, so have one person dealing with them whilst the other two deal with dregs down below. There will be arc and solar shields too. At the end of each wave, before jumping down to collect ammo, be careful of your right and left hand corners. On the right, the arc captain usually hides around the corner whilst Invis/explosive shanks hide near the train. Keep to the back of the room, shoot the champions as a team, and you will get through this room just fine. As you go through the next room, there will be an overload, dregs and snipers. Be careful in this small room. The overload can one-shot you with one burst of his weapon, whilst a sniper at close range can easily one-shot you regardless of how many mods you have on. In this room there will be a walker, 2 brigs, champions, ads, and the most annoying, skiff ships. At the beginning, pop your well and deal with the ads in front of you. Take the barrier out, but be careful of a group of vandal snipers to your right at the back of the room. Once the enemies are dead, focus on the left side of the room. Take out the vandals and dregs on this side of the room too so that they don't shoot you in the back. The building in front of you is perfect for cover. Do not stay inside the building though, as the walker and snipers can easily hit you inside. Instead, jump onto the roof. From this position, thin out the vandal snipers hiding around the walker. Then focus fire on the walker and get rid of him as soon as possible. Snipers and linear rifles were great against the boss. In this case we used bows and reads regret. Every so often a skiff will appear carrying reinforcements. This skiff can easily one-shot you on its way to and from the area. Either pop down a well or jump off the building and wait for the skiff to disappear. Once the walker is dead, take out the brig on the right and then the one on the left. By now the barrier champion in the middle would have moved to the back of a map. This will make all the remaining enemies in the middle of the room an easy target. Be aware that there are invisibles in the middle, usually hiding beneath a bridge. Once done, rotate left. The left side of the room has better cover than the one on the right. On the right it is difficult to move and the ads can shoot you through the gaps in the cover, whereas the left side of the room has better and more full cover. From here, take out the overloads and the ads. If a barrier is protecting them, then take it out first using any heavy you have left. The sooner you get it out of the way, the better. There's no point investing ammo into an overload only for the barrier to protect it at half health. This is the boss room. Here, either run or turn invisible and run to the room on your left. From this room, you'll be staying here for the duration of the encounter, killing all the ads and the champions. Inside there are stairs leading beneath the platform. Sometimes there are enemies down there, so be careful using it. None of the ads below will ever run up the stairs, so do not worry about it. Here, it's a matter of killing all the ads. Once the ads are dead, focus fire on the boss. Each time the boss loses half a bar of health, more ads will spawn. When the boss loses a full bar of health, this will trigger more ads and servitors that will create a shield for the boss. The best strategy for this room is to not try to remove any more than 1 bar of health at a time. The more health you take, the more ads you will need to deal with at a single time. It is better to deal with 1 wave of ads at a time than 5. Use the windows on your right to take the overloads out in each wave. There is a hallway to your left. Be careful as ads tend to hide inside it. Throwing your grenades inside will do the job. Once the ads are dead, kill the servitors but leave the last one alive. Once you get to the last one, there will be another wave of ads. Take them out and then deal with the last servitor, so that way when it comes to doing damage to the boss, there won't be any ads getting in your way. Maintain this strategy until the boss gets to 1 bar of health. Kill the last servitor, pop a well, and focus fire on the boss with all your heavy ammo. You should be able to kill the boss before the next wave of ads spawns to get you. And this is how you complete this Grandmaster. If you guys have enjoyed it, then please like and comment. By subbing and sharing with your friends, you are helping to grow the channel, bringing you more content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.